Thank you. I've been standing in the back watching you guys watch the comics. I've been judging you, judging them. Trying to figure out what you would like. I have different bits. I've one about like Albert Camus for the thinkers. I've one about Captain Ahab for like adventurous types. Do you guys know what bukkake is? No, you don't have to Google it now. I'll describe it as, I'm going to describe it in the most fuck. That counts as a heckler. That's not, well actually bukkake is very similar. There's a lot of, that was a plan. What it is, in the nicest way I can describe it, imagine that you're really stoned, and you just got some nachos, and all your friends are there, and they're high too, and you're just drenching these nachos with cheese. But they're not nachos. It's not cheese. It'd probably be better if it was cheese. And the nachos are crying. Think about that joke. There is a little Camus in there because it's absurd. And there's a little Captain Ahab because he was a sailor and he's just all over that bit. Some of you got that, some of you have seen it. It was a semen joke. So you get there, we're gonna be alright. I did this a couple years ago and I talked about my Italian girlfriend who was an immigrant and did like funny voices, and I talked about my time in the army, which was less funny but interesting. And I looked at my life now and I'm single and I haven't been in any new wars. I didn't really care for the first one. So I realized I've got like nothing to talk about at all. I had one idea. I was at my psychologist because my life is nothing. And I left. And I had an idea for a joke. So I ran back in. I was like, I need a pen! And I realized they're not giving me anything sharp. If anything, they're taking my shoelaces. I got out of there. Because I wanted to write down this joke. It was the first thing I thought of in a long time. It was like a slow build of a joke, and I ran to my car looking for a pen, and I couldn't find one. I didn't want to forget this bit, because it was lengthy, it was a slow build, and I didn't want to forget it, so I drove home, ran into the house, passed my best friend, ignored him, looking for a pen to write down this bit I thought of. It's pretty long, and it builds very slowly. It's like to play with the audience's expectations. But I couldn't find one. My best friend is pissed now. I've ignored him. And I was like, look, I just need a pen to write down this bit. It's like it's way too long. And it's not interesting. And it just fucks with the audience, really in general, not just the expectations. And it just plays with the form of look, it's about, I fucked up the punchline. It's about how my best friend's my cat. Do you have a pen? No, of course you don't. You're a fucking cat. So I didn't write that bit, which is why I don't know the punchline. No, guys, I wrote the bit. That was it. He had a pen. I stapled one to him. It's perfect. I get home and a pen runs up to me. So, there was one thing that happened to me recently. I was at home. I live on the 3rd floor of a building. The first 2 floors are offices. And I go into my living room, and there's a woman there who I didn't know and hadn't invited. And she said, "Are you an artist?" Which is a weird way to start a home invasion. So I said, "Why are you in my house?" And she said, "Because I saw you had a camera, I thought you might be an artist." Which was not the answer to my question. So I said, "No, but I do comedy." And she said, "Well, isn't that art?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "Well, do you know what bukkake is?" All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you.